What's up everyone, my name is Marie, welcome to my channel and welcome to another speed build. So for today's speed build I am very excited about this because this is my very first build with a new expansion pack, Snowy Escape. I just literally finished this build like 15 minutes ago because I'm so excited about it. Like, I wanted to do this voiceover right away and I want to get this video up for you guys tonight because I am so super excited about this little house because I love this pack. I had so much fun building this house. It has actually been a while since I've had this much fun building a house. I just love it so much. It probably also has to do with the fact that all I've been watching lately are the early footage or the early access footage videos from all the game changers, and I'm just so excited. Like, I love everything that everyone comes up with, all the different builds and just all the different, I don't know, vibes everyone has got going on, and I couldn't wait to finally start building with the pack myself. So I installed it this morning and yeah, I actually kind of just immediately started building, and I didn't really know what I wanted to build. I just wanted to sit down and go for it and be creative with it and have fun with it. So that's what I did, and I really like the way that this little house came out. It's not anything crazy big or anything. It's not a family home either. It is only a 1-bedroom house. So it's perfect for a couple. I was thinking of making it a starter home, but then I didn't really want to limit myself for the budget or anything. I just wanted to kind of build to my heart's desire, really, and just use anything and everything that I wanted to. So that's what I decided to do. So this is not a starter home by any means, but if you're playing with money cheats, then you should just be able to afford this house. Like, prices really matter if you're using money cheats. But yeah, it is only a 1-bedroom house and it has 2.5 bathrooms. It has 2 toilets and 1 full bathroom. And the toilet is separate from the bathroom because that's what I've been, I don't know, that's what I've been seeing everyone do in their builds. And I think that is what is more like specific to Japanese homes, I think, is that the toilets are most of the time just separate from the full bathroom. So that's what I did as well, and I was definitely also having a lot of fun with the split leveling inside of the house. There's not any split leveling going on outside of the house. I just placed the house on a very small foundation, basically. I didn't really want anything too complicated because this house is kind of modern, but at the same time, it's also kind of traditional looking. I don't know, it's kind of a mixture between the two, I guess. But yeah, I just, for the outside, I didn't really want anything too crazy complicated with the split leveling. I just wanted it to be on a slight foundation and do some more split leveling on the inside of the house. So that's what I decided to go ahead and do, and I really like the way that it came out. What I did for the split leveling, you'll see that once we move on to the inside as well. But I have this more like sunken down hallway area where you kind of just walk into the front door where you can take off your shoes. By the way, I just now realized that I completely forgot to place that take your shoes off sign, or socks only sign, or slippers only sign, or whatever it's called. I didn't come across it in the catalog, and I didn't really look for it either, but I just now realized that we have that item in the game. So if you want your Sims to take their shoes off inside this house, you can just go ahead and place that little sign yourself, and then that should all be just fine. It is already up in the gallery, so you can definitely download this house if you want to. Just know that you're gonna have to place that little sign yourself if you want to use it. But yeah, I have that sunken down little hallway area or entryway, and then you step up to the little dining area, and then the kitchen is another step up, and the office area is also going to be a little step up, but you'll see that once we move on to the inside. I really like the split leveling. It gives the house so much more character and so much more interest on the inside as well. I am all here for it. Like, I love it so much. So yeah, I was definitely having a lot of fun with it. I do need to fiddle around with it a little bit more though, because I do not have the hang of it just yet. Like sometimes I'm like, why does this not work? Or what should I do now? Like sometimes I get in trouble a little bit with the platforms and I don't really know how to fix it. So it's definitely not the most easy tool to use. I mean, it's easy, but I don't know. It requires a little bit of fiddling around, in my opinion, for me at least. So I'll definitely be fiddling around with it a little bit more in my future builds as well. But yeah, for now, this is literally the first thing that I did with the pack. I installed it and I started building, and that's it. So I have not done any sort of gameplay, but I'm really excited for that as well. I think I'm gonna build another house after this voiceover though, so I don't know when I'll have time to do some gameplay, but I'm definitely really excited about it because I do have a family that I sometimes play in my free time whenever I have the time for it, and I'm at that point in the family where the girl, the main character that I'm playing, she's going to move somewhere else. She's going to, she wants a fresh start, and I'm definitely planning on having her move to Mount Komorebi. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, by the way, but I'm just gonna call it Mount Komorebi from now on. So yeah, if I'm butchering that, please feel free to tell me. Yeah, I'm definitely planning on having her move here, and I don't know, maybe I'll have her move into this house. I'm not really playing with any money cheats for that family at the moment, but she does have a whole lot of money, and her father just passed away, sadly, and she was the only child. Like, it was just her and her dad. And her dad left her a whole lot of money because he was level 10 in his career, because he went to university and everything for his career. So he was level 10 and he made a lot of money that he doesn't really have to give to anyone else. Like, she's the only one in his direct family. So he left her a lot of money, and I think she's going to spend it on maybe even this little house, or maybe I want to build her something bigger, maybe. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be playing around with the gameplay is what I'm trying to say. I probably won't be able to record that though, because I've talked about this before, but I really want to start doing live streams and gameplay videos. But I do need a better computer for it, because my computer does not like it whenever I play the game and record myself and talk all at the same time. It's a lot for my little gaming PC to handle. So yeah, I definitely need a new one. This one is very old. I mean, it still works and I'm very grateful for that. But yeah, if I want to do things like that, like streaming and gameplay videos, I'm gonna need a better computer that doesn't crash on me whenever I try it. So yeah, I'm saving up for it though, so it shouldn't be taking me all that long. But yeah, I don't know why I'm talking about that right now, but yeah, if you are here for gameplay videos, then definitely stay tuned, because they will be coming sometime in the future. I just have to save up a little bit more money for that. But here you can see we did move on to the inside of the house, and you can kind of see the split leveling that I have going on. There is also that little decorative platform behind the kotatsu table. By the way, I placed the kotatsu table on the tatami mats. Is that what they're called? I'm not quite sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly or if that's even the right word. But I did look up some patterns, because I know that there is specific ways where you place those mats, how to place those mats, and specific things that you should be avoiding. So I looked it up a little bit, and as far as I could find on the internet, this is the correct way to place them down. But if I did anything wrong, please feel free to give me feedback on that, because I really want to learn. And yeah, if there's anything that I should have done differently, please let me know, because I really want to know. So yeah. Thank you in advance if you have any feedback. And that goes for everything in this little house, by the way, because obviously it's Japanese inspired, but if there are some things in this house where you're like, nope, you should not have done that, or you should have done that differently, please feel free to tell me, because I'm really interested. And I did educate myself on it online as much as I could. But I mean, the internet doesn't always know everything, and it's not always that accurate either. So yeah, I'm definitely open to suggestions and feedback and everything. But yeah, you can see that we are decorating the kitchen, and I am loving these kitchen counters. I think they are so beautiful. But like many other Simmers, I wish that we had a couple of counters, maybe like the corner pieces or something that were closed off with like cabinets or drawers or whatever, but just closed ones. Because now it kind of feels strange, like where are they storing all of their plates and everything? And I don't know, it's a little bit weird. Like I placed as much plates and stuff as I could inside the little counters to make it look a little bit more realistic. But if we had a couple of drawers in them, that would have been perfect. But nonetheless, I really, really, really like them. And the same goes for the matching stove and the fridge. I think they're stunning. I love the color swatches of the fridge specifically because they're just so beautiful. And I've been wanting a wooden fridge or whatever material it is, probably wood. But I've been wanting that for so long, and I think it's so pretty, and it looks just a little bit more toned down. Like the fridges that we have in the game are so like in your face because the most neutral tones are gray, black, and white. And if you have like a wood toned kitchen, then that fridge, as well as the stove, by the way, they're going to be standing out like so much, and I don't always want that. So I'm really, really happy with the new options that we got with this pack. And by the way, you can see that I placed down a little TV nearby the kotatsu table because that's what I figured was the most common for houses like this. That's what I read and just found online basically, is that it's pretty normal to have the TV nearby the kotatsu table instead of in the living room where the couch is. So that's what I decided to do, and I really, really like that because I actually always place down a TV in the living area, and for this house, I steered away from that. I just placed a cozy little fireplace, and there's a bookcase and stuff like that. So the living area is really just for your Sims to sit down and relax and read a book, sit by the fire, because it can get pretty cool here in Mount Komorebi, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I really like that idea that they can just kind of cozy up, grab a couple of blankets, and just snuggle up on the couch with a book or something, or I don't know, with your laptop or whatever. Your Sims can't do that, obviously. But I just really liked the idea. I mean, a living area doesn't always need a TV. And a lot of people probably already know that, but for some reason I do always place a TV in the living area. So this was definitely just a nice little change of pace for me, and I was really enjoying it. I really like this living area that I created. It's just really simple, and there is not too much clutter going on in this house in general because it's Japanese inspired and a little bit more on the minimalistic side. Though I did place a couple of items here and there to just make it look a little bit more lived in. So yeah, but it's definitely not too cluttered. Like there's not too many knickknacks everywhere. Which is what I like about this house. It's pretty simple and clean, and as you can probably tell, I was really enjoying that lighter or that very warm orangey wood tone that we got with this stuff or with the items in this pack. I think that this wood tone is so ridiculously pretty, and this little table from Tiny Living, by the way, matches it perfectly in the living area, so that was really nice. But here I'm decorating this little study area, and I'm using the wood tone again, but I will be changing it up shortly because it was becoming a little bit too repetitive in my opinion, so I made this little area of the house a little bit darker with the wood tones, which I also really, really like. I think the stuff in this pack in general is just so beautiful and so detailed, and the texture on them is so nice. Like that little throw blanket on the little chair right there. It's so detailed and pretty, and I love it so much. Like the whole texture of it is just really beautiful. So I was definitely really enjoying that. This house is very, very neutral toned overall. As you can see, I was having some fun with a couple of like accent colors here and there. For example, for the backsplash in the kitchen, I used a darker color to just kind of make it stand out a little bit more. And that's what I did for a couple of places in the house. Like in the living area, there is that dark gray accent wool as well to just give it a little bit more spice, I guess, if that makes any sense, because otherwise it was starting to become a little bit too neutral. So here and there, as you can see behind the staircase and stuff, I just used a couple of darker or just a little bit darker colors on the wall as well. But here you can see that we moved on to the bedroom, and the same goes for this bed. I love it. I love the structure of the blankets. Like it just looks really soft. Like just looking at it, I can just imagine how it feels. Like I know exactly how it feels when you touch it. And I love that so much. Like it's so detailed, and they just did such a good job on these items, in my opinion. So yeah, I was just really having so much fun with it. I love the very subtle pattern on these blankets as well. I think it's just so pretty, and that powdery pink color as well. I don't know. I just think it's so beautiful. Every single item in this pack. And obviously I've been looking at these items for so long in all these early access videos and stuff. But now that I have my hands on them myself, I don't know. I like them even better. I think that they're just so nice. So yeah, this bedroom is very simple. The colors in here are very warm and very neutral, but perfect for a bedroom in my opinion. So yeah, I really, really like it. And yeah, like I said, this is only a 1-bedroom house. I probably could have fit in 2 bedrooms somehow if I, for example, just decided to not have a dedicated office space, but just place a laptop somewhere. Then I probably could have fit just another bedroom in here for like a kid or a toddler or something, but I decided against it. I just really liked the idea of this house being a little 1-bedroom house, and there is some room left on the lot though. So if you want to expand the house, then you could easily do that. There's definitely no issue there. So if you want to have an extra bedroom in here, you can definitely go ahead and do that. You could also swap out this bathroom for a bedroom and have a full bathroom somewhere else in the house. I'm sure you could make it work. For example, downstairs where the office area is right now, you could probably turn that into a full bathroom, a small full bathroom somehow. So there's definitely some opportunities for you to change up the layout if you wanted to. But I don't know, I wanted a bigger bathroom as well because I wanted to play around with the new items that we have in the game. For example, I placed a shower and a bathtub, and you definitely don't need to do that. Like your Sims will be just fine with just a shower, but I just really wanted to use that bathtub because I knew we were getting it and I already knew that I liked it a lot. So yeah, I just decided to have a slightly bigger bathroom in this house than needed. Probably, but yeah, like I said, I just wanted to use the items. And I did make sure to place a little chess table on the small balcony in the front of the house so that there is a skill building item for your Sims as well. And I also placed down a meditation stool in the backyard as well. So there are a couple of skill building items in this house. And then of course there is a bookcase and a computer as well. So you could use those for skill building as well if you wanted to. But there's no easel or anything, but you could easily place that down yourself if you wanted to. But yeah, that was actually already it for the inside of the house. I moved on to the quote-unquote backyard. It's not in the back though, it's on the side of the house. I was thinking of, like, when I was doing the landscaping in the beginning of the video, I was thinking of creating a little rock garden. But I swapped it out for a pond because those leaves, I am completely spacing out on what they're called, but the greenery inside the pond, basically, it comes with fish and they're really cool. So I just really wanted to place down a little pond and use that item so that I could have fish swimming in my pond. And I checked it out in live mode and I think that it looks so cool. Like those fish are great. I don't know why I like them so much, but I do. So yeah, that was just a fun little detail. So if you're downloading this house, definitely go ahead and check out the fish in the pond because I think they're really cool. And then I found these little lanterns in the debug menu. I think they're part of some sort of festival, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know though, but I found them in the debug menu and I completely forgot that they were there. But I came across them and I think that they're really pretty. So I placed down a couple of those lanterns in the little pond and just to make it look a little bit more pretty. And I did a little bit of extra landscaping here and there, placed down some more rocks and terrain paint. But then that is already going to be it for my first Mount Komorebi house. So yeah, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. You can download this house off the gallery if you want to. My username on the gallery is Simmarysims. You can also follow me on Twitter and on Instagram if you'd like. My username on there is Simmarysims as well. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching and I'll see you all in my next build.